What's up, guys? Mount Vernon Kid here, back again, giving you a double dose of Geek Thoughts today. And today, guys, on Geek Thoughts, we're talking director F. Gary Gray, who's done movies like Straight Outta Compton. He done The Italian Job. His latest movie that's coming out, upcoming movie, is Men in Black International. But Mr. Gray is going to helm a new project in the future. And it's going to be a film adaptation of the hit video game series Saints Row. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I know your pack knows what you're thinking. My pack, your alpha, knows what you guys are thinking. Video game adaptation. Oh boy, here we go. They never work because Hollywood just doesn't get them. I know. However, there have been some pretty good, as of late, there have been some cool video game movie adaptations. And I guess why? Well, maybe because they didn't even acknowledge that they were based off the hit video game. For example, Rampage wasn't acknowledged that it was based off the video game. Need for Speed, remember that? Which was really sold very well, did very well at the box office, but it never acknowledged based off the hit video game series. But Saints Row was one of those many Grand Theft Auto clone games, and I played it from 1 all the way up to now. The last game that was in the Saints Row universe was Agents of Mayhem, which was kind of a combination of G.I. Joe and Saints Row and all this stuff, but in the same universe. The last thing we saw of Saints Row was Johnny Gat was getting the boss, the leader of the Saints, out of hell. And we're going to talk more about that too. But I was always a fan of Mr. Gray's work. He's a talented director. Can never say anything bad about the man. The movies that he has directed, I enjoyed myself. But I just feel that this could work. This could work because of not only, I think it could work more because Mr. Gray's vibe, and this could be a straight, almost like an incumbence of the Warriors, especially because Saints Row deals with different gang factions, meets any kind of hood, any kind of movie from the early 90s that he and the late great John Singleton did. It could feel like that. If they make it like that, then it could work. I feel that it could work. But they can't play too much to the game. Like, they can't have a zombie crisis, and if they stay kind of take elements of it, but not too many elements. Like, for example, staying true to the first game would be interesting, where it was a new recruit joining the Saints. Keith David played the leader of the Saints, and you better have Keith David in this game. There are two actors that they bets have this. They have Mr. Gray has to cast in this movie. Keith David and Daniel Day Kim as Johnny freaking Gat. I can't see anybody else being Johnny Gat but Daniel Day Kim. Period. And that's how I see it could work. But if you kind of go outside the norm, then it may fall flat. Or may it? There could be. Because let's be honest. We've seen them kind of go out the norm with other video game adaptation. Anybody remember oh geez, see I um what was the movie Jason Mark Wahlberg was in? Shit, I'm forgetting the name right now. But they could have had just a gritty cop drama of a cop looking for vengeance for his family being dead. Somebody help me out with the name. Please leave the name. I'm bugging out with the name right now. And what did they give us? Drugs with people seeing demons and all that other bullshit. That other bull. Try not to curse here. And yeah, fail. Now some would say, oh, but the Silent Hill movie was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'll give it that. Someone would say, but Chris, the Resident Evil movies made a lot of money. Yeah, the first two I still very much love, but the rest just went out of nowhere. You know, they added elements of the different games, but it still focused heavily on Mr. Wesley's wife. And I love Mila, but it was just like, okay, too much. Her character made the original characters look like jokes. Not in my world of women. But we have seen other video game franchises do well on web series. Street Fighter has done well on web series. Danny Azar and Christian Howard gave us Street Fighter Legacy, gave us Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, gave us Street Fighter Resurrection, and those were all good because they stayed true to the source, stayed true to the characters and what that series is about. And now there's a TV series coming about, and I believe they are still involved in it. It works, but Hollywood just seems to not understand the concept of these video game movies, and when they do put them out, it fails because you can kind of see more of their input than what the stories and the characters are about. But then there's a part of me that also says, guys, like, look, why do we need them? Because in some ways we already get them in the games. But then that's the other side of me that says you still want to see what a director and all of them can do with a live action adaptation. So in hindsight, guys, what I'm saying is I am pulling for Mr. Gray, and I think Saints Row is a good way, very good means of it could work on the big screen, because this series, when you get down to the nitty gritty of Saints Row, it is about gangs. It is about the streets. It is about, I ain't gonna go thug life and all that stuff, but it is about the opposition between one gang wants this power, this power, this power, and there's a struggle between them. And there's one group that wants it all. So we could see the Saints, the Los Canales, we could see either the Vice Kings or the Ronin, who knows? But with that being said, and my final thought is, once again, Keith David and Daniel Day Kim better be in this movie, y'all. And I'm going to end it with that. And with that being said, my pack, this is Mount Vernon Kid, your alpha, bidding you peace, one love, stay tuned. I love you guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below. 10,000 pack members. The road is still going strong. And y'all take care.